Orioles, they come into this game at 2-5. St. Francis at 4-3. St. Francis won the opening toss, and they are deferring. So they will kick off to the St. Louis Park Orioles. Kicking off for St. Francis will be Colton Berman, the junior. Kick taken at the 10, 15, 20, and down at the 20-yard line. Dominic Barth was the return man. So the St. Louis Park on offense will have the quarterback Andrew Calhoun, running back Mason Helfman, the wide receivers Ted McCarron, Jaden Post, Cooper Schultz, and Ryan Oleski. The offensive line, Munoz, Shine, Johnson, Shepard, and Tombers. Quick pass, complete by Helfman to the near sideline, gets across the 22 to the 23-yard line. Short gain for the Orioles on the first play. Paul, it's great to have you back. It's our first game together this year, and hard to believe because it's the last game of the season for regular season. So we just haven't had that opportunity.
Our schedules have been like ships passing in the sea.
It has been.
But it's good to be back, and here we go, second
Always
down.
Great to have you back, and hopefully we can bring the Orioles some luck this game.
They could use it.
Trying to, after starting off 2-0, they're 2-5. Here's Helfman going off left tackle, breaks the tackle, gets off to the middle of the field, trying to get to the first down marker. He has it as he gets across the 30 down to about the 32-yard line. Should be enough to move the sticks, and it does. So first down for the Orioles.
Yeah, that's just vintage Helfman right there. Just power running, finding little holes and skirts, and wiggling his way up to the Orioles' first down of the game. Hopefully there'll be more.
And we got our screen back up, so we're good there, Paul. Back to pass. Calhoun throws to the near side, complete. That's number 3, McCarron. And the Orioles are a team that will throw the ball short. A lot of short passes.
Yep.
So far this season for the Orioles. Calhoun starting his 3rd game after the Orioles lost Everett Arnold and Carter Keene. Calhoun has completed 31 of 66 passes this season for 401 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
The Orioles moving the ball well here early.
And they're going to give it again to Helfman.
Nice
hole. Nice opening. So good job for the offensive line, now creating some holes for Helfman to run. And this is what the Orioles struggled in their last game that they covered against Bloomington Jefferson. It was really tough for the Orioles. They were lucky to get 1 yard on their first play, and then you're sitting with a second down 9. So getting these 4 or 5 yard chunks really helped open the playbook a little bit for the Orioles.
Yeah, and the line opened up a hole nice there for Helfman. And
here
he goes
Helfman,
again.
He was able to break 1 tackle as he jumped over the defender, but good job for the defense to hold him there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Orioles.
Will Becker into the tackle for the Saints.
So we'll see what they draw up here. I mean, they could go any direction with this. With the way Helfman runs, I could see him giving to him. Maybe another quick throw out to the side.
Yeah, and in the game that we did, it was a lot of short passes, and McCarron was sort of the go-to guy on the short little flat passes in the flat. We'll see where McCarron lines up here. He's going to be on the far right side, or maybe hard to see the numbers from up here. So Helfman goes in motion, so now we have quads to the right side. They do throw to the right side, and he's got some blockers and a first down for the Orioles.
Yep, nice quick throw to the sideline, and look at that, first down. They're moving the chains really well on this drive so far.
Yeah, so Jaden Post getting his first reception, the sophomore for the Orioles.
48, and that's good for an Orioles first down. 5 yards.
And Helfman gets the carry. Again, he breaks the first tackle and gets about 8 on the play. So nice job by Helfman.
Yeah, and again, that's that same type of running style. He generally likes to break that first tackle, and oftentimes he can find his way to make more yards out of it. Nice, another big gain for the Orioles.
Should mention it's senior night here, and Helfman, one of the many seniors, and what a great career that Mason Helfman has had for the Orioles, both on offense and defense.
Sure has.
He leads the Orioles on defense with 77 tackles. And Helfman very close to first down for the Orioles.
Yeah, I think he might have gotten it.
Looks like they're going to move the chains.
Yes, they are. Yeah, it looked like he got it to me. Helfman coming out of the game now.
We have a good view right on the yard line here.
When the ball's in midfield, we can see real well.
Right. We're up a little higher with these new stands, though, Paul.
Yeah.
Back to pass. Rolling. Now he throws it.
Got a man.
It's complete at the 25-yard line. First down for the Orioles.
I believe that was McCarron.
Yep, McCarron.
Yeah, man, that was some good eyes on the part of Calhoun to see McCarron there wide open. Nice, quick, short throw. Not a check down of any kind. Just found an open man and got it to him, and it's another first down.
They did a good job moving out of the pocket and throwing on the run. So.
Yep.
And the Orioles will have trips to the near sideline. Give us Helfman.
Oof. He had a nice burst of speed on that play, but Kenny Ferrario with a nice wrap-up tackle to stop him. Right at about, what, he gained like 2 or 3 yards?
Yeah, a couple yards, and bring up a second down, 8 yards to go with the ball placed about the 22-yard line. Low snap. Quarterback keeper, McCarron.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was designed that way or if the low snap just kind of let him into it.
That's Calhoun with. So Calhoun gets him across the 20 down to the 19-yard line. And the Orioles have a really good kicker in Barry, but we'll see if this is 4-down territory right now at this point for the Orioles.
Hey, this opening drive, you sure would like to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
Empty backfield.
5 receivers.
Calhoun now has Helfman in motion.
Oh, it's an offsides call. So
yeah, it's an encroachment, and if they're offsides, they just call that before the play even happens. You don't see that really in the NFL.
No, you usually give them that free play.
Right. They have to get across the line for that to be called. But
this third and short changes his playbook a little bit.
Absolutely, and I think they're going to bring Helfman in motion. We'll see, and maybe Helfman even gets the football. Or you have a shot right now to Helfman. We have a timeout. Yep.
Orioles maybe want to think about it. They're in a good spot here. You want to make sure you get it right, and it's always great to get in the end zone on that opening drive, which is what they'd like to do. So I like this timeout, making sure they got the people out there that they want, and they're ready for whatever it is that St. Francis brings them.
Paul, it almost looked like they were going to run the same play they ran the play before. Maybe the coaching staff says, wait a minute here, we're only a yard away, and this is a good opportunity to either, you have 2 shots. One, you can either just run, get the first down, or take a shot for the end zone, because then you come back on 4th down and just a yard to go. Try and pick up that first down.
Helfman being as strong a runner as he is and in the set that they're in, I wonder about a little play action too. You can't, Helfman keeps you honest, and so maybe some play action here could open things up. We'll see.
Mason spins, and a first down for the Orioles.
There you go, just a straight-up run.
And time of possession so far for the Orioles is good. This is a long, sustained drive, something the Orioles have not had great success with so far this season, and this is really what they came out to do, and they're able to accomplish it so far. So Coaches have to be happy so far. Let's just see if they can finish.
Yep, and a lot of positive plays. I think just about every play has been a positive play.
Helfman tries to break a tackle. He does. He gets the initial tackle broken and goes down at about the 5-yard line. So gain of about 4 for Helfman on that play.
Yep, it's a nice little gain in that spot, getting just closer and closer to the goal line. Got a couple tries here to get at it.
Long drives like this too can tire the defense a little bit. So they're facing a good quarterback tonight. So this is the Orioles could use a touchdown here. See if they can capitalize. Back to pass under pressure, thrown.
Yeah, he had some heavy pressure coming in. Had to get rid of that ball.
Yeah, it was intended for McCarron.
And he couldn't quite haul it in. It was a little too low. So now you're looking at 3rd and 6. This deep in their territory, I'd like to see them go for it if they don't get it here.
Quick pass in the flat. Cutting inside and getting down. Now I think you go for it. You're inside.
I think you got to go for it here, yeah. That was an excellent run. I mean, the St. Francis read that all the way, and they were closing in on him, and somehow he slipped away up to the 2-yard line.
And that's where Mason Helfman is just so valuable when he gets that football. And the Orioles will go for it. I'd be surprised if Helfman doesn't get the football here. Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? And, he's in trouble.
Needs a push.
He won't get it.
No, he actually lost yards. Great defensive stand. And that's something that can fire a team up. You know, if you're St. Francis is you bent, but you didn't break. And now you've got the football back with a great quarterback who likes to throw the football.
And I believe there was a tackle for a loss there, so he now has a little bit more breathing room too. Reminds me of the game against Matamidi when Matamidi drove the ball for 11 minutes and 50 seconds in the 3rd quarter and didn't score.
So Rothbauer, a quarterback who's had a great season. He throws 60% completion percentage, 1,708 yards, 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the season.
And he's going to pass.
He's going to pass it, and he's going to go long downfield.
Uh-oh.
And it's caught.
And it's gone.
And the first play of the game is going to go for a touchdown. Is that number 11, David Downs.
Wow, was that quick? The tale of 2 drives, Bruce. One slow and long and yielded no points. The other one, right out of the gate, goes deep. And I'm not sure, I didn't quite see who was guarding him, but for some reason, once the ball went up, he hesitated, and that gave the receiver a little bit more of a cushion, and he couldn't get to the ball to tip it or anything.
Right, you can see Downs had a little height advantage, but also that was just a perfectly thrown ball.
Right in the breadbasket, as they say. So I'm sure, St. Francis loves this, but the defense might also be like, couldn't you just slow it down a little bit more, guys?
Yeah, if you're talking like 3 minutes ago, you're thinking, oh, this game is starting off great for St. Louis Park. They got the ball down in the 5-yard line, chance to score, take a 7-0 lead, and just a couple plays later, all of a sudden they're facing a 7-0 deficit.
I'm curious about what this whole formation business is here.
The St. Francis kicker, Berman, has not missed a kick. Orioles are offsides. This could change the play call. See if they still go for see if they're going to elect to go for 2 now.
Orioles were offside.
Yeah, but they're going to move that ball right up to the goal line. It'd be tempting.
So half the distance, and they're picking up the tee.
But they got to hustle.
They got time.
They look like they're in a hurry. That's a well-coached team right there. And we got a sub in coming in for the Orioles.
They better get their player off the field, too.
Helfman coming in. Great tackler.
Oh, fumble. So,
Yep.
well, maybe that penalty was a break for the Orioles.
Looks like it.
Because Berman has not missed an extra point this year.
Uh-huh.
So it'll be 6-0.
Wow. What an opening to this game. This nice, long, sustained drive with lots of positive plays. Orioles looking like they're moving the ball at will almost. It gets stalled up near the goal line, and then boom, right out the gate, St. Francis with a big touchdown pass. And then can't figure out the 2-point conversion.
Well, this is where time of possession could be misleading when
Yeah.
you see time of possession, St. Louis Park versus St. Francis, and St. Francis leads 6-0.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Well, as they say, there's really only one stat at the end of the game that matters.
it's a score.
So here we go. The Orioles have another shot at it. If they can continue though to sustain these long drives, I gotta believe they will wear out that St. Francis defense.
Yeah, and St. Francis a team too that plays players on both sides of the football. So you'll see players playing on offense and defense, and as the defense is on the field for a long time, it could definitely have an effect on them. So. Barth and Post back to receive the kick.
Squib.
It's a squibber. And the Orioles are going to have good field position as they're going to have it at the 42-yard line.
Curious of what the rationale was for the squib kick there to give them such great field position.
Carter keen on the return there, getting it to the 42. So, yeah, that was a surprise there. And for the Orioles, they're going to have good field position again. And
the only thing I can think of is maybe they're kicking into the wind a little bit, but it wouldn't seem to be enough to warrant a squibber. So it's something in mind because it looked very intentional. Oof.
give to Helfman.
Yeah, and you can see that St. Francis defense keying in on him now. They're starting to swarm in. He's getting, doesn't have as much room to run.
When the Orioles have on first down, that's sort of been their go-to play is to give Helfman the ball on first down, and I think St. Francis has read that a little bit. Here's Helfman.
Oh, nice.
And a great gain by Helfman. Be able to get about 10 yards there out of they needed 12 after the loss.
Yeah, there was a loss of 2 yards, right? Yeah, okay. This board said 2nd and 8, so I was confused.
Yeah, it was 14, second and 12, yeah.
It's my understanding there would be no math. So nice first down run by Helfman. He does keep defenses honest.
Yeah, so third down, 1 yard to go.
Oh, it wasn't a first down. I thought he got it.
Oh, go ahead, roll. Go.
He needs to turn the corner.
Oh. I see. That was a play where Andrew Calhoun, he had the edge.
Yep.
He needed to get the first down and elected to throw the football.
Yeah, I appreciate him running and keeping that his eyes downfield, to look and see. But in that moment, he had the first down, and you like to see him just go get it.
Yeah, and the defender had coverage too, so you gotta take that first down when you can get it, and now it's going to bring up a third down. Looks like they moved the stick back a little bit. Looked like before it was a little over the marker, but
I think this is a good 4-down territory here.
oh,
ooh, did he get him?
Jumping,
and that'll be a first down for the Orioles.
Good cadence for the quarterback, and that helps.
Yep.
That makes up for that last play.
5-yard penalty. They'll move the chains, and that's good.
Yeah, so that worked out, and getting them off sides, always getting that hard count and trying to, get him to do it, and he did it.
That's the second time they've jumped off sides.
And again, that was a good spot to go for it. Even the net gain on a punt is not really, the bang for the buck isn't quite there.
Schultz, lone receiver to the left.
Oof.
Oh, that's
Oof. Ooh. Thought he was a little.
Boy, Will
Extra at the
Romero
end
got
there.
in quick and just clotheslined him down.
Yeah, that was another nice, really good wrap-up tackle. Broke right through, grabbed him, pulled him down. Excellent defense.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Empty backfield. I get McCarron in motion. Back to pass. He's got plenty of time to throw.
And now
he
he's
cuts
going
up the
for
middle.
it.
He's got an opening.
Look at him go.
Keep going. He's got the first down. Stuttered a little bit before he got to the sticks, and you and I were looking, saying, get over the first down spot, and then Calhoun was able to get another 8 yards past that. So good run by Andrew Calhoun, and good job seeing the opening up the middle as he was rolling to his right.
Yeah, he saw it, and on that one, no hesitation whatsoever. He just went for it. He knew he could get to the first down, and he did.
Again, they go with the empty backfield with the player in motion. Quick throw to the outside. Incomplete.
Calhoun's pass incomplete to Oleski.
That was Ryan Oleski, and I think Oleski would like to have that one back. So it'll be second down and 10 for the St. Louis Park Orioles. Helfman leads the team in receptions as well as running for the Orioles. Helfman in the flat. Now McCarron comes to the near side. And now he's going to throw in the end zone.
Oh, we got him.
And it's caught. Touchdown for the Orioles.
No signal yet.
Touchdown, Orioles.
But there it is. I never saw a signal, but it looks like it looked like he caught it. He was in some traffic, and Calhoun was able to thread the needle, and big play for the Orioles. Just like that, if they make this extra point, they're in the lead.
Yeah, what a good job by Post, because it really looked like the defender was almost going to get the inside position, but Post was able to come up with a big catch, touchdown, and a good throw by the Orioles. The extra point is up and good by Barry, and the Orioles have the lead.
Well, here we go. We're going to see what St. Francis has again. You think they'd take a deep shot again right out of the gate?
So we've a couple quick touchdowns, and 7-6 our score, still 1:08 to go in the first quarter. And the way the teams are moving the ball, we could have a high-scoring contest tonight, Paul.
Yep, we really could.
We've only seen one play for St. Francis, so a little too early to judge. But
yeah, we don't know. We don't really know.
It happened to be a 94-yard play, so
yeah.
we're feeling like they're pretty good.
Yes, St. Louis Park dominating time of possession, and and St. Francis only has one play from scrimmage.
And they almost have 100 yards of offense.
Minute and 8 left in the first quarter here.
Barry's kick is fielded at the 5-yard line.
Nice deep kick.
And out to the 29-yard line.
It's a nice return, almost 20 yards, 25 yards.
Nose of the football to 29, first and 10 Saints.
So we got to see David Downs, but one of the other players that has a big part in this offense is Adam Jordan, number 13. He's a player to watch for here.
And they're going with a handoff.
Yeah, that was a really delayed handoff.
Yep.
Austin Cruz, the ball carrier.
I think that's a sort of a read action play where he can hand off that football, but it seemed to take a lot of time where he could pull back and throw the football at the same time. So I think he's watching downfield as he's getting ready to hand off that football.
And a nice 4-yard gain.
Rothbard with his 18th touchdown of the season.
Oh, I think we might have some kind of illegal formation, maybe?
Yeah, I think Downs was in motion, and
Illegal formation.
Yep,
Against
illegal formation on the Saints, so that'll back them up and negate that run. Yeah, he went in motion, and then just kind of jetted right back to who knows where. I think he needed to come to some kind of set or stop.
so trips to the near side. Rothbauer back to pass. Throws.
Ooh.
Oh, missed tackle. And a couple hard hits. Boy.
Yeah.
For hitting there is that Downs with the catch. And he wasn't going to go 94 yards on that. He was going to take some hits if he was going to get that first down. He took a couple, but big missed tackle at the beginning.
Yeah, Finn Bruberg with the big hit, but he didn't quite wrap up. It was almost like he hit with the body more, and then that was enabled him to escape and get some yards. I think Bruberg hurt himself a little bit on the play. He seems to be favoring his chin or something right now.
I think you'd say that quarter ended with a bang.
You could say that. You very well could.
Yeah, 7-6. Good first quarter so far. And I think the Orioles coaching staff has to be pleased. They got to shore up the defense down and prevent those big plays.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and that one, you can't worry about that one big play too much. There's a little bit of a guy just got beat again. I didn't see who was covering him, but for some reason he hesitated once the ball was thrown and allowed for that space more. He was with him, and if he had stayed with him, I think he might have been able to get a hand on the ball or something like that. So you got the one big play, and now you just want to get out and make sure that doesn't happen again and just play some solid defense for the Orioles.
Third down and about a yard to go. See if Cruz gets the football here on the pitch. Orioles string it out pretty good, and he's going to get the first down on a second effort.
Oh, yeah. That was some nice tackling by the part of the Orioles. I mean, they kind of swarmed in on him, but he was able to just power his way to the gain that he needed to move the chains.
It looked like the Orioles had the good defense on that. They just were unable to get that pressure enough to stop them before the line of gain. So first down. Would that be the first down from the touchdown? 3-yard gain up the middle.
That's interesting with the Saints coming out, in that very first play from scrimmage with the big deep ball. And now we've just seen some just kind of methodical, handing the ball off. Very different look from what we saw in that first play.
A couple ball carriers on the Saints. You have Cruz, who's carried the ball 56 times for 226 yards. Also, Darso is another carrier who's got 64 carries for 350 yards. Back to pass. Looking downfield.
And there it is.
Let it go. Incomplete.
Good coverage on the Orioles. That was number 12. Josh Rickard was guarding him. He was right on him, and that forced the quarterback, Rothbauer, to throw it a little deeper than he maybe wanted to, and couldn't get it there.
Yeah, a little more to the inside instead of out enough. And it did look initially like Jordan had the edge on Rickard, but
he caught up to him. He got right there.
We have another third down, 6 yards to go for St. Francis. See what the Orioles defense comes up with here. Back to pass.
Ooh.
Over to the near side, wide open, and it's thrown over the top of Fossone.
I believe that was Mason on the hit there. Good clean hit, hard hit. And Rothbauer just kind of gets right back up. He's a tough player.
So a punting situation now for St. Francis. Their punter is Colton Berman, who also does the kicking.
Berman comes on to punt for the Saints.
Be Dominique Barth back for St. Louis Park. He stands at about the 18-yard line.
Ooh.
Low snap, Berman's kick.
Nice kick.
That is a really good kick. Barth takes it at the 15. Starts up the near sideline and tipped over at about the 24.
Tripped up by number 1, Caden Fasoni for the Saints.
Caden Fasoni with the tackle there is nice. Just kind of got him right on the ankles, kept him from getting anywhere else. So the Orioles get the stop.
Well, they
Real
get the stop.
opportunity here.
They do, and this again gets that defense back on the
Yep.
field. And if the Orioles can sustain a drive, that defense is just going to be huffing and puffing here pretty soon. Back to pass. Calhoun throws over the middle.
Ooh.
And a nice job by Helfman.
Yeah, great field vision by Helfman there. You know, nice little dump underneath, and he turns and he kind of sees where he needs to go and finds his way to a first down.
He's got a good change of speeds. He seems to like shift into gear and he can take off. So does a good job reading the defense.
Gain of 12, ball at the 31, first and 10, Park.
Oleski and post on the near side. Helfman. Becker in on the tackle, and after a gain of 2.
Will Becker in on the stop for the Saints. Gain of 2, second and 8.
So second and long here for the Orioles. Like to at least get 4 or 5 here to not be in a third and long situation.
Rolling to the
Looking
near side.
downfield.
Thrown, has the player open, and it was behind McCarron.
Yeah, catchable pass, but also behind him, he had to do that little spin thing, which is difficult. It's unfortunate because he was wide open, and that would have been a first down.
Levi Jensen had the coverage.
Yeah, I think Calhoun liked to have that one back.
Mm-hmm.
Was able to find the player, and Calhoun getting some time to throw the football, able to see downfield, and that time McCarron was open, and McCarron's a guy that he does like to throw to a lot, and they usually have their timing down.
Yeah.
Now rolling to the far side under pressure.
He's got to get rid of it.
He does, and it's complete.
And I believe that was to McCarron.
So McCarron
You know,
makes
one
up
of
for the miss. That was really a good throw under duress by the quarterback, Andrew Calhoun.
It was, and you know, what Calhoun does that I really like is he's constantly looking downfield. Sometimes maybe even to a fault where he needs to just take off, but it'd be tempting there to just take off and get as many yards as you can. But he kind of stayed with it, looked downfield, found an open man, and it's first down. Nice hole.
Run for the Orioles.
Sheldon Koski on the carry.
Koski getting the carry, second carry of the game.
Gain of 3.
Giving Helfman a little break, and really nice blocking up front by the Orioles O-line. He had a big hole. He hit it hard.
So they mark it at about the 43-yard line, where it brings up second down. Call it 7. Calhoun trying to get his running back lined up.
Oh, and look at that.
Pressure. Oh,
Oof.
through sidearm that way, just a quick.
He didn't have any choice. He had to get it underneath him with that was number 32, Logan Herzog, just barreling in on him.
Yeah, so he did a good job not to have that one blocked to throw it sidearm, but just out of the reach of McCarron. And it's going to bring up a third down for the Orioles. Big play if the Orioles want to keep this drive going here. Third down and 7 yards to go. Jaden Post to the near side. Karen in motion. They're going to throw over the
time.
middle.
Oof.
Incomplete. Good defense.
Yep.
No one open on the play. So
no one open, and there was some good blocking, but it was starting to pocket was starting to crash in on him a little bit. So here we go. I think they got to punt the ball in this situation.
Yeah, and I like this call. Punt, see if you can put them back deeper in their own territory. If you're down to needing about 3 or 4 yards, maybe you go for it here, but not in this situation. So
8:20 to play here in the first half, so
Jacob Berry will
plenty of time for St. Francis.
Berry to punt.
Oof.
Oh, the fake.
It's a fake.
Oh,
He dropped it.
they had the player open and it was dropped by number 14, Shepard Cox.
Yeah.
Shepard Cox still had a ways to
He
go.
did. I'm not sure he would have gotten it.
Right. That pass would have had to be led perfectly for him to be on the run to try and beat the defenders.
The defenders were kind of all over. They had a mad rush going on, and so I think, I'm not sure he would have gotten the first down anyway. So,
Last game of the season, you try. You lost 5 in a row. You try a few things, and that
yeah,
was
absolutely. I like that call. I think it's right to punt in a sense, but to do a fake punt, I think is also a good call in that situation. See if you can catch him off guard.
Hand off by Rothbauer. Great tackle by the Orioles that time.
Yeah, that was number 53. Benjamin Larson, 11th grader, big kid, 6'2".
Larson had the tackle for the Orioles. Gain of 2, second and 8.
So 7:45 to go here in the first half. Orioles lead 7-6. Second down, 8. Cruz in the backfield, back to pass. Rothbauer has a player open on the far side, and it'll be a first down.
Rothbauer's pass.
Yeah, and that's to David Downs, who just, was covered, but then just did that style post-stop move, and ball was right there, right where it needed to be, right in the numbers, and that's a first down for the Saints, who are going marching.
Yeah, so we get a good dose of Downs, and let's see if Jordan gets into the play here, number 13. They have Fasone and Jordan on the near side. Downs on the far side. Here's the pitch.
Woof.
Oh, there's a couple broken tackles that time by Austin Cruz, the senior, and Austin is going to have a first down for the Saints.
Yeah, he just leveled Helfman, which is hard to do. Just had a nice hard collision, brought him right to the ground, and kept on running.
Yeah, Helfman doesn't miss too many tackles.
No.
He is.
Well, that to me was less of a missed tackle and more of just a really good, hard, strong run that was hard to bring down. Yeah, he hit him hard. He put him right back down his rear end.
Yeah. Cruz in the backfield. Back to pass. Player open down the far side. Orioles with the defense and through the hands of the defender.
Almost.
That was number 24, Barth.
And Barth has good hands. He just didn't quite time it right.
Yeah, Barth returns kicks and punts, and that one was up for grabs, but you can see he wishes he had that one back.
He really wants that one back. That would have been a big pick in this situation. So the Saints dodged a little bit of a bullet there with 6:45 to play in the first half.
Good position for Barth, too, on that play. Downs goes in motion to the far side. See if they look his way. Oh, under pressure, and a sack for the Orioles.
There it is. He did not see him coming, caught him on the blind side.
Number 16, Jasper Holmberg, coming in off the right edge.
And just drills him. I just had no idea he was coming. And a nice big play for the Orioles there to back up the Saints.
With the linebacker coming in fast, and he was able to do that. And you can see Rothbauer had no idea.
No clue.
He was coming from the backside.
I'm amazed he held on to the ball. It was a big hit. The 3rd and 18 here.
Watch for Jordan lining up on the near side. Back to pass.
Oh, he's got him.
He's got more pressure. He's going to have to just toss it up, and this could be incomplete.
There it is. Great pressure from the Orioles there to force Rothbauer to just throw the ball away out of bounds, and it's going to bring up 4th and 18. So
Rothbauer said something to the official. He's not happy.
huh.
I see what happened. Now we're going to get a flag.
Uh-oh.
I think, is that grounding?
I'm not sure. Did it get back to?
Penalty on the yeah, it's grounding.
Oh, it's grounding. So
it'll be a penalty and loss of down, which is.
So it's going to be 4th and a whole big heap, Bruce.
Well, this helps from field position for the Orioles because they're going to still have to punt the ball, but this time it's going to be from their own 39-yard line. So that's what Rothbauer was saying to the official, was maybe trying to say his player turned the wrong way, but.
Huh.
Great pressure by the Orioles defense. 2 great defensive stands for the Orioles.
4th and 29.
Pressure there, and that was a kicker flopped on that one.
Yeah, leave that one alone too.
I don't know if you saw the punter, but he went down looking like he got hit pretty hard, but the refs will play on. I think he refs soccer on the weekends.
Oh, there you go.
Well, what's nice, Paul, is the fake punt for the Orioles did not cost them. So
didn't cost them at all, and so now here they are in a really good spot with 5:43 to play in the first half. And the way they've been moving the ball, they could chew up the rest of this clock for the half here, and maybe
or they might
maybe get one in.
Try and go for it all right here.
Yep.
After getting a. Oh, they're going to do a pass out in the flat. Helfman.
Nice.
Helfman gets maybe a yard on the play.
It's like, I thought he got a little further than that with some forward progress, but I guess not. He kind of hopped that first tackle and looked like he got a little more, but good defensive stop by the Saints.
Well, you do these little passes to the flat, and then one of these times you're going to send the guy upfield, and hopefully you can hit the defender. Here's another one.
Oh, he dropped it.
McCarron with the drop.
Uh-oh. You got to fall back on that ball in case that's not a forward pass, but it looks like that's how they're going to rule it.
That was close, and
yeah. Well, at first, he wants to catch the ball, so I get why he's upset. But in a situation like that, you want to make sure you fall on it just in case. It could have been real bad for the Orioles, but here we go, 3rd and 8. They'd really like to convert here. Don't want to give it right back to them.
Back to pass. Looking.
He's in trouble.
Oh, and he's going to go down.
And it looked like he had somebody down here. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been.
I agree.
He had somebody just open enough. I think it was
number 8. It looked like it
was
was
either 8 or 7.
Jaden Post.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So I'm not quite sure what Calhoun was thinking there with the defense kind of swarming in on him. There's nowhere for him to go.
So for the first time, I think the Orioles were 3 and out.
Ooh, that one's blocked.
I think. Yep.
Oof, man, everything going the Saints' way now.
Yeah, that was partially blocked, and good recovery by the Saints so that the ball didn't roll any further. So they have great field position now at their 37-yard line. It's going to be a little bit of a field position battle here in the last 5-7 minutes.
Yeah, and so the penalty and all of that the Saints had on the previous possession didn't end up hurting them, even though they were in a 4th and 29, and now they're right back where they want to be.
Downs just lines up on the near side. Handoff. Number 33 there.
for Holberg in on the
That was
stop
Manette, Camden Manette.
for SLP.
Yeah, Camden Monette. Not sure how to say his name.
If y'all run, you give Drew an option. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
So gain of 1 brings up a 2nd down 9 with 3:38 to go. The Saints have 2 timeouts remaining. Orioles looking to put pressure.
Ooh, they
coming
got it.
strong, and the throw, a diving attempt to catch the ball. It's incomplete. That was Downs, number 11.
Yeah, it was good pressure on the part of the Orioles there. That's what led to the pass being a little bit off. He had to get rid of it and had to get rid of it quick and kind of had to adjust his angle a little bit, and leads to an incomplete pass. Will stop the clock at 3:26 here in the second quarter.
If you're the Orioles here, you have to look at this as this could be 4-down territory for the Saints with the ball sitting at the 37. So you got to be careful. There could be a run here to try and get some yards, and Orioles
Absolutely.
going to try and tee up on Rothbauer if they can. They're backing off. They're going to give him time to throw. He's got plenty of time. Steps up into the pocket. He can run.
Yep.
But the Orioles trying to put him out of bounds, and he is at the 29-yard line. So it is going to bring up a 4th down, but manageable 4th down for the Saints.
Yeah, it was a nice play by the Saints there to have him drop back, look downfield, see if there's a pass there. There's nothing there, but he kind of pulled the defense so far away that he had room to run and make up some yards and make this 4th down much more manageable. And it does look like they'll go for it. So this would be a big stop for the Orioles if they can get it, and a huge conversion for the Saints if they can, with 3:17 to play in the first half.
So what they do here, they send the man in motion as Downs. Back to pass.
He's got a man.
He's got him on the outside, 1st down.
Very well designed play.
So
put Downs in motion, which they like him in motion, and then
cuts across the field, right?
And cuts across the field. He's wide open. Good throw, leads him, and it's a 1st down for the Saints with 3:11 to play here in the half. Orioles might want to think about calling some timeouts depending on how this goes. See if they can get the ball back, because the Saints get the ball in the beginning of the second half.
And the pitch.
Oof.
Oh, great hit.
Wow. That was a nice big tackle there, number 15, Liam Novak.
Now that time, Manette. We haven't seen Cruz the last 2 series.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Wonder if maybe he twisted something, or...
Rothbauer throws over the middle. It's complete. Tackle made at about the 18-yard line. Going to be a yard shy of the 1st down, so bring up a 3rd down and a yard to go.
Yeah, with 2:20 to play. So here we thought we might be looking at a high-scoring game. We're stuck here at 7-6.
Right, right. And this is a situation, if they do get the 1st down, typically when you watch NFL games, the opposing team will start calling their timeouts.
Yep.
No 2-minute warning. And they give Manette, and he has the 1st down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah. Really nice possession by the Saints here. They've been chewing up clock, moving the ball, mixing it up, putting the Orioles in a tough spot.
The Orioles are not using the timeouts.
And the Saints have all 3 if they feel like they need them. So they have that big advantage of chewing up clock if they want to, but stopping it when they need to here, as they're knocking on the door of taking a lead going into the half.
Well, that was Maximchuk as the ball carrier, and clock's still ticking down at 1:10.
2nd and 9 from the 10.
They have all 3 timeouts left.
I'm surprised that the Orioles are not using their timeouts.
Yeah,
here.
me too. They seem to be banking on a defensive stop here to go into the second half, or to go into halftime, I should say. Less than a minute to play now.
Back to pass. Thrown over the middle, incomplete. No flags.
Pass falls incomplete, 3rd and 9.
Well, you have a good kicker too in Barry,
Mhm.
so a lot of times you like to have some time left and be able to, you know, if you get in position for Barry to attempt a field goal. Got a great leg.
Yeah, it's always that conundrum of, you know, using the timeouts, and then if you do get the ball back, you don't have any timeouts.
Right.
And it can be hard to make that kick happen without them. But
See if the Orioles come up with a stop here.
yep,
3rd down. 9 yards to go. Back to pass. Rolling on the far side, looks across the
Ooh,
field.
incomplete.
And it's incomplete.
So
Intended for downs, and it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
30.
Now we'll see if they're going to go for a field goal here, and looks like they're bringing the
Yeah.
kicking team in.
I think that's the right move in this spot. It's 4th and 9, so you got 9 yards to get the first down. You're on the 10-yard line, so
Well, the Orioles do have 35 seconds
Yeah.
with 3 timeouts remaining.
and with the Saints getting the ball back in the second half, I like going for the field goal here.
Well, the Orioles will use one of those timeouts.
That's a strange use of a timeout in my mind. When you're about to get the ball back with 35 seconds, you haven't been using them, and now you're using it when the clock was already stopped. But maybe there was something they didn't like out there.
Unless they saw a potential fake
Yep.
that the Orioles were not set up for.
Yeah, I think that may be what they were looking at. And if you're the Saints, again, you get the ball back in the second half, so you can play around a little bit here, you know. 35 seconds to play. There's the St. Francis crowd. Drove a long way. St. Francis is a long way north.
It is a long drive. 27-yard field goal attempt.
27-yard attempt.
Ooh,
Plenty of leg on that
and
one.
there's a flag. I'm really curious as to why one of the Orioles defenders was coming in on the ball and then stopped and allowed him to kick it.
I wonder if this is an offsides on the Orioles.
Wonder what the call here is. Trying to work something out. I'm talking with the St. Francis coach, so I'm.
I think it's declined. Oh, personal foul.
Oh,
Personal foul called against the Orioles.
huh.
The
I wonder.
penalty will be assessed on the kick.
So that's assessed on the kickoff. So
Yeah, so the kick is good. And I wonder, I didn't see anything.
Field goal is good.
Seemed like a lot of discussion for a personal foul call.
right. So the field goal by Berman. Been a close
Yeah.
game. 9-7 our score.
Yeah, and they're going to be kicking off in Oriole territory.
Well, yeah, the Orioles have to be careful here because they could try a little onside kick here.
No, he's just going to drill it into the end zone. So the Orioles down 9-7 with 30 seconds remaining and 1 timeout.
I want to make sure that prevent any long returns, and
Yep.
After the touchback, 1st and 10.
it'll be interesting here to see what the Orioles they're going to play it safe, or are they going to try and air it out a little bit? They do have 2 timeouts left.
I'd like to see him take a shot
Or
here on
1.
first down, but after that, I might play it safe and try to get it into Helfman's hands and see if he can make something of it.
Is that 1 timeout for the Orioles?
Yeah, 1 timeout. They used one on the field goal.
They did on the, yeah.
They're certainly designed to air it out here.
But it does look like St. Francis has 3 timeouts left. So.
Yep.
Player open.
Oh, look at that.
Breaking the tackle.
Yep.
Out to the 44-yard line.
And they got to hustle. It'll stop the clock momentarily while they move the sticks. As long as they can stay ahead of the guys with the sticks. And they're ready to go. Clock ticking down to 20.
Back to pass under
Uh-oh.
pressure, rolling to the near side. Looking downfield, throws to the near side.
Get out of bounds.
Always got to call timeout.
Yep.
Calhoun's pass is complete to Jaden
Ooh.
Close. In Saints territory.
You might put a couple seconds back on here. It's clock says 2.6 right now, but I could.
Yeah.
Yep, they're going to put it.
So right now it's really going to be pretty much put it up in the end zone.
One
if
shot.
you can. Yep.
Yep, that's right. They've got they got time for one deep shot, and never know what can happen.
You're right. With 2.5 seconds.
This is why, Paul, I was looking earlier, is it's much easier if you call those timeouts earlier on the defense, because the defense was eating up 40 seconds of clock time. Here, you have your timeouts, but on an offensive side, you get that first down, the clock stops. So the timeouts are more valuable to use when the other team has the ball.
That's right.
You're going to stop a lot of clock from going out and have more time here on offense. And you see they had a couple nice plays. And
yeah, you're absolutely right. Like if they had been using them previously, they might be out of them, but they haven't even really needed one until now. On this drive, it's only been a couple plays.
So potentially you'd have a minute and a half.
But you might have another minute and a half to play, and now they're down to, they're going to put a few more seconds back on the clock. But when you're talking about a deep shot, which I'm imagining that's what they're going to do, whether it's 2.5 seconds on the clock or 5.5 seconds on the clock, this will be the last play of the game, assuming they throw deep.
3-man front for St. Francis. Empty backfield. Calhoun flushed out of the pocket.
He's just got to launch it.
He's got room. He's got to just run it.
Yeah.
So
He didn't really have anything downfield yet anyway.
You don't want to see
Oh, no.
as a quarterback going down.
That's the end of the first half.
Let's see if he's okay.
Looks like he's all right. Well, so that does it. That's the end of the half. Kind of exciting.
It was a good half, Paul. I mean, very close. Two teams. One that's 4-3, and the other that's 2-5, and St. Louis Park trying to get back on the board with a win going into the section. So an important game for St. Louis Park as they head to the locker room to see what they can do. St. Francis can start with the football first in the second half, so St. Louis Park will need to come up with some stops, but they're only down by 2, and anyone's game. So far.
Absolutely, yeah. This is one of those halves where I think both teams have some things that they can look at and say, hey, we're doing this well. And they have things where they can say, hey, we really need to work on this in the second half. And it'll be interesting to see how that second half plays out.
I want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. Ready to start the second half. A minute to go before kickoff. St. Louis Park will kick to start the second half. And what's been a close game. Saw a 94-yard touchdown to start the game. That was a pass from St. Francis, and that was from Rothbauer over to Downs. 94-yard touchdown, 6-0. That was on their first play of their possession. Then St. Louis Park came back, made it 7-6 with Calhoun passing to post for an 8-yard touchdown. The Orioles led 7-6 with the Berry kick. And then the half ended with, we saw a field goal by Berman to make it 9-7, and that's where we stand. So St. Louis Park coming into this game after winning their first 2 this season, losing 5 in a row. And St. Francis started with 2 wins in a row. They beat Cooper 29-21 and New Prague 28-16. Then they ended up losing 4 out of their next 5 games. Their losses coming to Elk River, or 3 out of their next 5 games. Their losses coming to Elk River 50-14, Monticello 30-15, and Irondale 34-21. For St. Louis Park, their wins this season coming against Minneapolis Southwest, 27-21 win, and Bloomington Kennedy, they beat them 17-0. Losses to Matomidi, Cretin Durham Hall, Park Center, Bloomington Jefferson, and Tartan. Actually, a nice night for football. Temperature still holding at about 53 degrees. So we mentioned Tanner Rothbauer is committed to play at the University of Minnesota Duluth. Adam Jordan has multiple D2, D3 offers and will continue his football career. And William Becker is committed to play at Northern State University for St. Francis. So
Jacob Berry will kick off for the O's.
That's great for St. Francis.
Berry to kick off.
Here we go.
Good coverage team for the St. Louis Park Orioles as Downs goes down at the 21. Down goes Downs.
Yes, nice wrap-up tackle there on the part of Finn Bruberg. He had a full head of steam going and met him right at about the 20-yard line and stopped him. So the St. Francis Saints will have 79 yards to go here.
Yeah, it's the worst field position they've had since they were down at around the 6-yard line.
And that one turned out okay for them.
It did. We'll see if Cruz is back in the game. He is.
Okay.
So Cruz was out pretty much the whole second quarter, but good to see him back in the game.
Coverage on the play, knocked out of bounds by Shepard.
Yeah, that is
or
good.
Is it if you're St. Louis Park?
Well, it's just good that you always want players to be healthy and you want to,
Exactly.
But yeah, nice quick out throw there to Caden Borgen for a pickup of a yard.
Downs to the near side. He's going to get the football. Downs breaks a tackle and it's out about the 26-yard line. Good pursuit by the Orioles.
Yeah, nice gain on the part of the St. Francis.
So you call it a gain of 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd down 5.
Looked like there might have been a hold on that play that they missed, but be that as it may, it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Downs has been the guy that Rothbauer has liked to throw to, but Adam Jordan could get some balls here in the second half. Back to pass. He's got Downs cutting over the middle, incomplete.
He had him. Downs just went right through his hands.
Yeah, he threw right in the middle of 2 defenders, and he did have them, but just through the hands of Downs, and a good 3 and out for the Orioles defense.
Yeah, I kind of caught a break there. It's uncharacteristic of Downs to not make that catch. It was right into his hands and just went right through him. I don't know if cold hands or what it is, but break for the Orioles, and they're going to punt.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those on the other side where St. Louis Park had a couple slip through their fingers, and see if the Orioles can get a good punt return here.
They got Barth back to receive, I believe.
And Berman will do the punting.
Short.
Oh, was that blocked or just not a good kick? And it's going to be down right around the 50-yard line. So
It was hard to tell. It looked like maybe somebody got a finger on it, but either way, a very short punt on the part of the Saints, and the Orioles are in good shape here with the ball right on the 50-yard line, just on their own, their side of the ball of the 50-yard line. But
Orioles line up quickly. They're ready to.
so between the Saints' last possession and in this one, only yielded 3 points.
McCarron in motion to the far side, and they give us
He's
Helfman.
got a hole.
Helfman, it's a nice gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, the O-line's been doing a nice job of creating holes for their runners. And Helfman sniffed it out and got a nice gain.
So they're marking at the 44, gain of 6 for Helfman. Empty backfield. This is usually where we see someone come in motion. Not this time.
Not this time.
And Calhoun, he's going to take it, gets a block.
Oof.
Calhoun with a nice head of steam and all the way down to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and that looked to be a designed keeper on that one. It just kind of threw off the Saints defense a little bit. There was room, and Calhoun just took off and got a nice big gain. First down, Orioles.
Yeah, they really spread it out, and good blocking, good holes opened up for Calhoun. And he gets to the 32-yard line, so a couple first downs. Helfman backs his way down to the 30.
Yeah, that was one of those cases where there wasn't really much there, and Helfman wisely just kind of slowed up, waited for the blocking to develop a little bit, and ends up getting a few yards out of it.
Throw to the near side. Incomplete. Defender in on the play was number 5, Wyatt Warno.
Intended for post and just wasn't quite there. Throw was a little off. Well covered. So we got a 3rd and 8 situation? No.
Yeah,
third.
yeah, 3rd and 8, and probably think this is 4-down territory, unless there's a sack.
Yes. I would agree. Especially the way both offenses have been struggling a little bit, and so you got to kind of try to keep things going if you can.
Calhoun looks over the field.
He's got a man.
He's got him open. Oh,
Uh-oh.
intercepted. Coming back down the other way is Ferraro. Ferraro with a head of steam, and he stays on his feet across the 40 into Oriole territory at the 37-yard line.
Wow, and the Orioles had a man there. I saw who he was looking for
Right.
too, and Ferrario just sniffed that one out, and it goes the other way, and look at that turnaround.
So Kenny Ferrario, the junior, making the big play here in the second half.
Unfortunately, our replay system doesn't work. I'd love to see another look at that, but there's the St. Francis.
I thought that was going to be completed.
I did too. I thought he had him, and Ferrario just sniffed it out. Sneaky little devil. They say they're the Saints, but he's a sneaky little devil.
Take it from a pastor.
I knows him when I sees him. Great defense by the Saints there, though. That's a big turnaround, too.
Empty backfield, Rothbauer. He's got time to throw. Throws over the middle. Has the player there. It's complete.
Beautiful throw.
Yeah, that's completed to Austin Cruz coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, Austin Cruz was relatively well covered, but Rothbauer just led him really well. Got the ball right where it needed to be, right where only Cruz could catch it.
Yeah, you can see him holding his back.
Oh, yeah.
So, and that may be why he was out in the second quarter. Seems to be trying to stretch out a little bit.
Yep, but a big play after a big play.
35.
Down the right side is
Caden Maximchuk.
Maximchuk.
I was going to say, do you want to give that one a go?
Yeah,
That's a tough last name. As
We'll
somebody
call
who
him
also has
Kaysen.
a tough last name.
Yeah, good job, Kaysen.
Yeah.
Down the,
Ball at the 7.
And we got an Oriole player down a little bit.
From the 7.
An Oriole player went down to a knee. Looks like he's got a tightening up.
maybe a cramp. We'll
Yeah.
see if I can.
Is that Barth?
50.
Oh, 50.
Can't tell if that's a 5-0 or 5-3.
I was having the same problem.
The injured Oriole player.
Sin Lee, yeah. I think he's just got a tight muscle, which hopefully they can work that out, and he'll hopefully be just fine. So the Saints, with a big interception and then a nice big play to bring the ball inside the 10-yard line, have really got something cooking right now.
Second down, goal to go.
Yeah.
There's a throw.
Oh.
And it's complete to Jordan.
And it's touchdown.
Touchdown Saints.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a while for Adam Jordan, but we knew he'd get some throws his way, and Adam Jordan catching the touchdown pass. Good coverage, and just
Yep.
was able to still pull that ball down and stay in bounds, and good pass.
Well, it was a
Throwing
really
the
well-designed
perfect
play. One of those, yeah, threw to the perfect spot. It's one of those where you're running with him. You've covered him well, but there's just sort of this stop and pop where the receiver just stops, hops up, and the ball's right where it needs to be, perfectly timed. Saints coaching staff has got to love the way that one developed.
So they're able to capitalize on a missed kick to the right, but they're able to capitalize on the turnover. And the Orioles, fortunately, stay within one touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, so they catch a break there. The Saints are 0 for 2 on their point after tries. One was a 2-point conversion, and then this one they missed as well. And so that's the kind of thing that can kind of keep you sniffing in a close game, and we'll see if the Orioles can get something going now.
Well, the weather's holding out for St. Louis Park. We had a rainy day yesterday,
Yeah.
so good thing our game was not yesterday. And, today it's dried up and field's in good condition. We haven't seen, I'm not going to say we haven't seen too many turnovers, but I guess I am saying it. So we'll see what happens as
Yeah, just the one. Couple turnovers on downs, but
right.
yeah, so we'll see.
Quite different, Paul, from a couple years back where they didn't start the season till late, late, and we were playing into November.
Well into November, yeah. Got a little chilly. I believe that was.
They haven't. I remember, and I'll talk about it here in a second. The Orioles are going to get a good run back here, I think. Well, not to the 32, but many times we have had snow games in October, and I remember feeling so bad for our camera people up top with the snow, and me being in the press box thinking I'm the lucky one, and that's a good time to really thank our camera people who are out in the braving the weather conditions, and so far this year's been a nice year for them, but again over the years, and hate to say, this is my 49th year up in this press box.
49 years, man.
If I count the 2 years of KDXL radio where we started doing games, and so I've been.
They count.
Yep. So next year will be 5-0.
That's amazing. That you have been doing this almost as long as I've been alive, Bruce.
I was thinking of that. I was thinking of that, Paul. I was like,
almost.
Didn't Paul just have his 50th birthday?
A year ago, but a year and a half ago. So, but yeah, that's
it goes
amazing.
Fast.
And
But, it's
but
been
also
fun.
kudos to the camera crew up there. It's on a night like tonight. It's nice and cozy here in the booth, but there is a little bit of a breeze and this metal rooftop, and it's cold up there.
I was reminiscing with one of my friends. We used to have.
Uh oh.
There's a fumble, and it's going to be a loss for the
Yep.
Orioles. But we used to, as when we started doing the games on the radio station, which in 1977, I think 76, but it was we had to plug in, and then we'd send the signals back to the radio station in the high school, and then they'd send it out. But we plugged in, and the scoreboard and the lights all went out. We blew a circuit, and and as a as like a 16, 17-year-old kid, you had they were not happy with us. It's just like
I bet there was an
pretty
energy crisis
embarrassing.
going on
Pretty
back then
embarrassing.
too.
All the fans in the stands, and
Oh,
because of
no.
us, there's another sack,
And so far, this has been a disastrous possession for the Orioles with the fumbled pitch in the backfield and now a sack.
yeah, the second half has not really started
Yeah.
in favor of the Orioles, and you can see that St. Francis is regrouped in the locker room, and they've come out ready to play here in the second half. And really, the momentum changed with the
Yep.
turnover that the Orioles had.
And they converted. So the Saints are going to have some good field position here. Nice punt.
There's good pressure, and fair catch called for at the 45 by Downs.
Yep, wisely fair caught.
First and 10, St. Francis.
We have a penalty flag, Paul,
Oh.
around the 10-yard line.
There is a penalty.
I wonder, did the defender hit the kicker?
If it's a running into the kicker, would not
Okay.
be a first down. But if it was a roughing the kicker,
Then that would
that'd
be
be
a first
a
down.
big penalty.
I doubt it was roughing. It did look like he maybe rolled into him or something, but I couldn't quite tell.
It declined.
Against the Saints, running into the kicker, that penalty is declined.
Yeah, it was a really good punt.
Yep,
So
yeah, you don't want to re-kick that one. They got exactly what they wanted out of that punt. Nice long punt, fair catch. Yeah. That's smart decline there on the part of the Orioles.
Well, very important on the Saints side that it wasn't roughing the
Yes.
kicker, because that really gets a coach's to want to hang it up after something like that happens when it's when you have a fourth down and about 20 some yards to go deep in the territory, and your guy runs into the kicker, and they call it a roughing the kicker, and then it's a first down, and you get that 20 some yard gain to get that first down, and that could just change the whole momentum of the game.
It sure can. You don't want to give a team that's down any sniff of life if you can.
Rothbauer is going to throw to the near side. And it's almost intercepted. Boy, it looked like he had that.
He did.
And that was Bruberg.
Yeah, Bruberg, he had it, but he also kind of had to, was a little behind him. He had to twist his body. It can be hard to pull those in, but he's shaking his head. He wants that one.
That's two
Yep.
missed interceptions for St. Louis Park in this game that they've had opportunities. And, yes,
You
he's
can't
not
believe
happy.
it. It looked like he was going to pull it in, and he just couldn't hang on. And
So Cruz back in the backfield. Looks like his back is loosened up a little bit. Tighter formation, could be running here. Nope, they're going to throw it.
they like to throw.
Plenty of time to throw.
Oh,
Complete
nice.
over the middle. And just enough for a first down, as it's Jordan.
But there is a flag.
We do have a penalty flag, and ineligible man downfield is the call.
So that'll come back.
Ineligible man downfield.
Ineligible man downfield was the call.
So that's a 10-yard penalty?
5-yard.
5-yard penalty.
Negates the pass.
Well, either way, it's a,
Either way, it's a 15-yard.
yeah, it negates a
differential,
really
right?
nice
5-yard penalty.
pass play by the Saints, and so now they're looking at second and long.
They're getting Jordan a little more involved right now in the game. But watch for downs. He's got single coverage on the near side.
Mm-hmm. And room.
Back to pass. Looking downfield. Throws
Going deep.
opposite direction. He's got a player out of bounds.
So the Saints are really trying to go for it here. I mean, there's a lot of big shots. They want to bury the Orioles if they can right now. I don't blame them.
And that's Jordan again. Jordan's got great speed.
Yep.
He seemed to have a couple steps on the defender, but again, the defender was closing quickly and ran out of real estate along that sideline.
So just like that, it's 3rd and 14. So now you got to be a little more careful here than if you're the Saints. You don't want to punt from here.
Watch for downs on the near side. He does have single coverage. I'm sort of surprised here. They're looking Downs this way, and they're going to throw it to him. He's got a step, and Downs is going to catch this one. I could just see that one coming from up here, Paul.
You called it, and it was right there. Single coverage on Bruberg there, and he got him on a couple of steps. The pass was not terrific, but it was where it needed to be. It kind of hung up there, gave Bruberg a little bit of a chance, but very well done on the part of both the quarterback Rothbauer and Downs.
Yeah,
to make the catch.
And what I was seeing from up here was, and I'm not a coach by any means, but Dominique Barth was trying to decide should he go outside and double team the receiver, but he went inside, which created single coverage for Downs, and you could just see that Rothbauer, he loves to throw to Downs.
Yes, he does.
Cruz, the carrier.
Not much doing
and
there.
again, the Orioles are doing a good job stacking up the run.
Yep.
And that's Helfman in defensively for the Orioles.
Mason Helfman and Ahmad Salam team up to make the stop for the O's.
So the Saints here once again inside the 20.
This is sort of what we saw early in the game with the Orioles is just the time of possession.
Yep.
They're able to put together some first downs, keep the maintaining ball possession and getting those first downs and wearing out the defense a little bit. Now the Orioles have their backs to the wall. Rothbauer looking one way, now he looks back the other way. He's got a player open, and boy, there was good defense on the play. Could have gone either way. Downs was trying to pull that one in, but the defenders were able to knock that one away.
Yeah, I think that was Bruberg who was able to initially get in there and then got a little help. And it was hard to see exactly what was going on, but either way, it's an incomplete pass. And so it's 3rd and 9 for the Saints. Is this 4-down territory, Bruce?
I think so.
Yeah.
After we saw that extra point.
Yes.
Go right, but they did attempt a field goal from just a little bit closer, and they did make it earlier.
Well, and a field goal would also put it a two-possession
game.
But
correct.
you also still have a whole quarter left to play.
Oh, now he's got pressure, throws it across the middle. This could be picked off.
And that's picked
it
off.
Is by
and
the
he should have
Orioles,
taken
and
a
they're going
knee.
to run it out to the 11-yard line. That was a nice interception. You hope Bruberg would have maybe stayed in the end zone there.
Yeah,
but,
it's hard
he
to.
Saw this, yeah, you know, there's always that chance that maybe I could take it back 100 yards, but a great play. And that was just thrown up by Rothbauer. And so the Orioles come away with something. Hopefully we'll give them some momentum because they're only 8 points down, so one possession.
And that's great. That's great for Bruberg, who's had a tough game tonight, playing against Downs and dropped a couple of interceptions, and Downs beat him on a couple plays. And here he gets this one in a really big spot.
Orioles go with an empty backfield, and they're just going to run it.
Trying to turn a corner.
Drew Calhoun, the ball carrier.
Somehow here the Orioles have got to get some offense going. They don't want to put their defense right back on the field again and give the Saints good field possession again.
Yeah, and the Saints' defensive line and linebackers are just putting a little more pressure than they did early on Calhoun, and so see if he gets time to throw the football.
He does like to look downfield, and so maybe he can find somebody. They need to get something cooking.
And they're going to run Helfman.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
breaks a tackle, and Helfman gets to the 25-yard line. That's going to be a first down. Didn't look like Helfman had much going for him at first, and he just skirts his way through
He
these
does.
little holes and breaks the tackles. And what a great runner!
Yeah, he's got really great vision when he's running, where he sees exactly where he wants to put his body, and then he's able to. He also has the footwork to get himself there and stay afloat.
And this is a guy who's
Big
just
gain.
been on a couple long defensive stances.
Yep.
So he's got to be tiring. He's out of the game right now. There's a play action.
Gonna hang on to
Rolling
it.
and going down at about the 29-yard line, gain of about 3.
Calhoun brought down on the play by Will Becker.
1:26 to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think Calhoun that time, sort of a read option, trying to decide should he run it, should he throw the football, didn't see anyone open, and maybe thinking twice after that one interception that he had earlier. Haven't seen McCarron get open lately.
No.
Empty backfield, and they're going to run it again. Just a designed run.
Yep.
Calhoun
by
keeps it.
Calhoun.
And he picks up a couple, so now they'll be looking at third and shortish.
Third down 5 yards.
Third and 5,
Yeah.
okay. Got 30 seconds left in the quarter here. I imagine the Orioles might get a snap off here. Or they're going to let it tick down.
I think I don't know if I think they get delay a game. I'm not
Okay.
sure how much time.
Yeah, it's
Or
always
they can
hard to
try
tell.
and draw them off sides here, and then if there is enough time, they just try and draw them off sides and not run a play. And there's the throw.
Yes.
Complete. First down for the Orioles.
Complete to
That's
Cooper Schultz. That's good
Cooper
for the
Schultz
Orioles.
with could be his first catch of the game.
Yeah, nice little post play there. Just dump it over to him for a first down.
The third quarter.
They've had some success with that today. I'd like to see him maybe look at that more. Some of those quick passes to the sides. And here we go. We got 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, no, that does tick the quarter down. I thought
Yeah.
they called a timeout or something. But
So it's the Orioles now. They're on the march a little bit here and within 8 points of tying this game up. Anyone's game. 3 of the Orioles' losses this season have been a 1 touchdown loss.
Yeah.
Within 1 touchdown. So they played close. They just need to find a way to get over the hump and win those close games, and maybe this will be the one. We'll see how the fourth quarter goes here, Paul.
well, we'll see if Neil Diamond can infuse some energy and fire into them right now.
I think you're getting the energy right now. We got to get the energy. Let's go, Orioles.
Well,
Come
you
on.
know, yeah. Ba, ba, ba. I mean, how do you not get energized by
That's
that?
right.
So here we go, fourth
Everyone
quarter.
stand up in your home.
We might extend the fourth quarter here just so we can get through this song.
Referees on the far sideline discussing something with the coaches.
Not quite sure what it could be.
So ready to go here? To give to Helfman. Trying to get outside, breaks the tackle, trying to get to the edge.
Mason Helfman on the
Close.
carry.
If he got that edge a little bit quicker, he had
Yeah.
a chance to maybe get closer towards that first down marker. But instead, he's able to still work his way for half of the yardage that he needs.
Yeah, I mean, that's another one of those plays where there just isn't much there, but his smart running combined with his ability to follow through on what he's seeing again gets him a few yards. You'd certainly rather be in a 2nd and 6 situation than a 2nd and 10. That's a big difference.
That's McCarron in
Uh-oh.
motion to the far
Nah,
side,
it's
and the
gonna-
penalty on the Orioles is going to back him up 5 yards.
False start against Park.
Yeah, I believe that was number 70, Elon Sheen, that was moving. she? Yeah.
So that changes your play calling now. You're,
Yep.
you're sitting with a second down and 11 yards to go. So the Orioles can come up with a big play.
Yeah, they need one.
We haven't seen one of those long ones yet today. He's got the receiver.
Oh!
Incomplete. Cooper Schultz had 2 steps on the defenders off the bat, and they're catching up because he had to wait for the ball. And
Yeah, and then it just was behind him, and just kind of Calhoun just kind of missed him. That's a really tough catch to make when you're having to change your trajectory that dramatically and try to twist behind you to catch the ball. It was unfortunate because he had him.
that was the big play that we were just talking about too. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
Yep. They don't come around all the time.
You can hear the coaches in the booth next to us. Frustration. They thought it was there, and all for naught. Third down. Calhoun.
Uh-oh, he's in
under
trouble. He's got to
pressure.
get rid of it.
He's got room now if he can just turn his body and find someone. I don't know. There's got to be guys downfield.
There you go. He's got one.
Linemen downfield too, or not?
And that's Post. How
Post,
about that?
Surprised we didn't have any ineligible men downfield after how long he was running around in that pocket.
Shades
but a
of
great
Fran
job by
Tarkenton.
Calhoun, yeah.
For an Orioles first
And a
down.
good job for Post to come back to that football.
Yeah.
It's a 16-yard gain, and
16 yards on the pass completion, ball to 42. First and
after
10.
third down and long. So Orioles now have it at the 42-yard line. And they're going to give it to Helfman. See if he can break some tackles. He breaks his first one like he normally does and gets that 4-yard, 5-yard gain. So
By Hunter Naligai.
Yeah, Calhoun looked like Fran Tarkenton back there running around and finally finding a man. And a good job on the part of Post, and the Orioles just not giving up. Like, okay, the receivers realize I gotta keep moving around here and putting the Orioles in a good place right now to try to.
And Paul, as you said earlier, one thing that Calhoun does so well is that he keeps his eyes down the field looking for someone while he's in trouble. And good fake, Calhoun. He's got to get to that outside, throws it.
Yeah, he just kind of threw that one away.
Pass falls incomplete. Third and 6.
Orioles were well covered there. He had a man pursuing on him, and I think he just had to dump it. So now we're at 3rd and 6 here. Nothing coming easy for the Orioles.
Oh, it isn't. It isn't. And again, we're probably in 4-down territory at this point. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I think so.
If you would get a Helfman run here, wouldn't be totally shocking.
No.
Maybe a pass in the flat.
Oh, he's got
they
a
got
man.
a player open. That floated a little bit. Took a while to get there.
Yeah.
But fortunately for Post, he had enough. He had the defender far enough behind him, and that the defender, I think, was Wyatt Warno. But
yeah, and what good on Post as well is it looked like he maybe bobbled it a little bit, and he just kind of went down to make sure that he could hang on to that ball and not try to do anything fancy and drop it. And because he knew he had the first down, he was exactly where he needed to be. So that's a big play. That's a big play for the Orioles to keep the sticks moving.
So the sophomore gives the Orioles the first down. Only sophomore in the Oriole starting lineup. Calhoun's going to keep it. Well, it looked like it may have gone for nothing. Gave the Orioles got a couple of yards. Calhoun doing a good job.
Uh-oh.
Gain of 2.
Calhoun coming up a little bit slowly. Calhoun is not afraid to really get in there and run and take some hits, and he took a few on that play.
Once again, another empty backfield. Now we get Helfman, and they're going to throw it to Helfman. Oh, he made a nice cut to the inside. He's got couple guys to beat here, but he's down inside the 10 to the
Wow.
7-yard line. What a great play by the Orioles, and Helfman really made that first cut to the inside that freed him. It looked like he was going to be stopped right when he caught that football, but he was quick enough to just make that cut to the inside
Yep.
and then go back to the outside. So.
Yeah, that was a great piece of running on the part of Healthman. Just, again, really smart, made that little move, gave him some room, but even then he still got hit and was able to push the ball a few more yards, trying to get up as close to the end zone as he can, and the Orioles are in very good shape right now to potentially tie this game.
We did see St. Francis tighten up last time, or early in the game when the Orioles were down here. And they give it to Helfman. He breaks a tackle.
Oof.
And he works his way to the goal line, and he is in for a touchdown. What a run by Mason Helfman. And that's just what we've seen Mason Helfman do throughout his career. This senior is just having a great night.
He really is, and that's what, like you said, that's what we've been watching him do for years now. Just a good, strong, smart runner. I mean, it looked like he had nothing, Bruce, and he gets it into the end zone.
He's trying to gas for some air because they have a 2-point conversion coming up here. So.
And then they're going to have to go play defense too, and he's one of their primary defenders. So
big 2-point conversion for the Orioles with 7:55 to go, a chance to tie this football game up.
With 7:55 left to play, yeah, the Orioles are in very good shape. Even if they don't get this, they're still in very good shape here. Huge play.
Fake.
Nope.
Nope. Pass across the middle, incomplete, intended for McCarron. Over the top.
No, but like I said, even though they didn't get it, there's still a lot of clock left, a lot of time left. Anybody could win this game at this point. Yes, things have been difficult for the Orioles on offense, but now they know they can pound the ball through and get into the end zone, which they haven't done since the first quarter, I think, if I have that right. And so, and now they've got to play some defense, get a stop. Who knows?
And you're within 2 points, so a field goal can win the game for you. And you have a great field goal kicker in Barry. So you just got to play defense, be able to stop a great quarterback in Rothbauer. But he's made some errant throws, and Orioles have missed a couple interceptions. They could come up with one and have an opportunity to win this football game. Still plenty of time, as you mentioned, Paul. But a little more excitement for the fans here as that kick goes into the end zone, and it'll start at the 20-yard line. So what's exciting for the Orioles is, Jacob Berry's a junior. He's coming back again for another year.
And the kicking game at this level, when you have a good kicker, it can really be an advantage. Even on
really
kickoffs,
does.
it can make a big difference.
It really does, Paul, because we've seen in the past with some of the kickers that the Orioles have had that didn't have the leg, that a lot of times the opposing team would be starting from their 40, 45-yard line. And that's a huge difference when you start from the 20 versus a 40, 45-yard line. Unless you throw that 94-yard pass. Breaking out the side is Cruz.
Oof.
And Cruz with a nice first down run as he gets across the 30 down to the 32.
Josh Rickard knocked him out of bounds.
Rickard in on the tackle for the Orioles.
Yeah, very nice play on the part of Cruz. And this is what the Saints have been doing. The Saints have been playing really well offensively this half. They've been not having a hard time moving the ball. And the Orioles would really like to change that right now. They really want to stop and get that ball back. Both teams with all their timeouts.
Downs lines up in the slot. There's a keeper, Rothbauer.
Nice tackle by Helfman.
Tackle made by Mason Helfman.
What doesn't he do?
I don't know. He's a good kid too. I mean, I subbed in a couple of his classes, so.
Second and 6 Saints at the 37.
So under 7 minutes remaining here.
Yep.
Jordan on the far side. Quick pass. Downs.
Oh,
Splits the defense.
and gets the
And
first down.
really
Pass complete to
good
David
tackle by Holmberg. Otherwise, Downs could have been gone.
on the tackle.
Yeah, that one hurt. It looked like the Orioles had him, and somehow he just slipped right in between them and was able to get the first down. Really nice run on the part of Downs.
Downs has a little bit what we've seen in Mason Helfman is he's elusive. He's
Mhm.
able to just, you think he's going to go down, and he finds a way to just get those extra yards. And quick pitch,
Oh.
and we're going to have a flag. Procedure.
Yeah.
Movement for the Saints. 5-yard penalty.
It's one of those games, Bruce, where every little thing could end up really mattering. It's a little 5-yard play on first down, but backs you up, gives you more field to get to, and
Right, and it changes. They're looking to run the football that time, and now maybe they decide they're going to put the ball up in the air, and maybe the Orioles can put some pressure or come away with another interception. Jordan lines up on the far side, Downs on the near side. Fake pitch. Now they're going to throw downfield, and
oh wow,
that was a toss-up, and Becker came down with the catch. So that was just put up for the big
for
guy
Becker
to come down with. Yep.
Yeah, 6'5", so you got Becker there at 6'5". That's pretty much like a jump ball,
That's
or
what I was
you're
gonna
just
say,
going up
he
and
threw
getting
it
a
up as
rebound.
jump ball, exactly.
And that's where he put it. That's where Rothbauer put it, was just kind of up high, where he was able to just kind of box out, basically, and go get the ball. Really well designed and well executed.
Cruz.
Oh,
off
look at the
left
hole.
tackle with a big hole. And Cruz has one guy to beat. When the tackle was made that time by number 12, Josh Rickard.
So Rickard with the tackle that saved a touchdown there, but that's a big gain and really difficult spot now for the Orioles.
Yeah, the Orioles offense got them in a good position to cut the lead to 2, but right now this offense is looking pretty tough by the Saints to try and come up with a stop.
It's going to take another big defensive play.
And the pitch goes to Cruz coming around the right side.
He's got room.
Yep, Cruz is still on his feet, and Cruz is going to go into the end zone. Cruz is way in there, but he, again, Orioles look tired defensively on that play.
Yes, yeah. Bruberg, who's just had a tough assignment all night, looked like maybe he was going to hold him up, but just couldn't hang on. And now the Saints are one extra point away from making this a 2-possession ball game, if I'm doing my math right.
Yep. So big extra point here.
This is huge. 4:23 to play in the game. And he drills it.
So a 9-point game, so 2-possession game right now, and the Orioles are going to need to make something happen offensively pretty quick here with 4:23 remaining in regulation time.
Again, all three, they have all 3 of their timeouts. They've got almost 4.5 minutes here. So if they can move, they don't have to move at rapid pace, but they can't dilly-dally. Don't dawdle out there. But if you can get a quick score, and you never know if you can get that onside
you
kick.
and I have seen some games where St. Louis Park has made some amazing comebacks. And, again, for senior night, you'd really love to see these seniors go out with a win.
Yeah.
But, again, their work's cut out for them. Maybe they can get a big return here.
Yep. Of course, in one of those games, going back to the St. Louis Park Miracle, you did have the advantage of throwing to a D1 receiver.
That's true. Giovanelli.
Yep. He's playing at St. Thomas.
How's he done this? Is he getting some playing time?
I haven't seen much. I think he had an injury again,
I think
but
he did his first year, I know. but
yeah.
yeah. Orioles
And
looking
turn
for a
that
block.
corner. Yeah.
And they're going to have the ball at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Barth tried to turn a corner there, looking for a block, wasn't able to turn that corner or get a block, and so they're going to have a long ways to go here to get this ball in the end zone.
Yeah, and special teams has really done a good job not allowing the Orioles any long returns for the Saints. So,
although as we did see toward the end of the first half, we know the Orioles have the ability to move the ball quickly if they need to.
Still 4:17 and 3 timeouts, so plenty of time.
Yep. Been a great ball game.
Calhoun runs it out of bounds.
That's
at about the 18, just trying to get a little more room to work with.
Well, and he likes to kind of get in there and fight for every yard he can get, and is willing to take some hits. But on that play, he was smart and wise to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Every second counts. There is time, but every second counts right now. Got 5 wide.
Quick pass.
Oof.
Incomplete.
That was a tough spot. The defender was in there with the pressure right away. He had to get rid of the ball quick, and probably had to do it in such a way where he couldn't even really see, because that was that big guy again in there, that 6'5", that 6'5" kid coming at him, full steam ahead. Will Becker.
So Paul, it's now 3rd down.
Yeah.
And this is really a big play for the Orioles.
Yes.
I don't think it's 4-down territory at this point.
No, this would be a dangerous spot to be going for it on 4th and long, I believe. Too easy for the Saints to score again if you don't get it, so they really need to make this.
We got to get rid of it here.
Won't quite get it.
Well, he did get enough to now maybe make this a 4-down territory.
Much more doable for sure. Just couldn't find anybody downfield.
I say you go for it here with 3:54.
Yeah, I agree. You know, the 3:54 left, and you're a little further away now. And you know what? You're 2-5. It's the last game of the season. Let's see if you can make something happen here.
Well, you got to call one of your better plays here, because.
Yep.
Calhoun back to pass.
Uh-oh.
Has some pressure. Has the edge. Can he get it?
Oof.
Oh, he throws it now, but just way out of bounds. And
we got a flag. I think we got a late hit.
That's that will give the Orioles a 1st down.
And it looks like he got hit hard. I didn't quite see it.
Again,
oof.
Something as a coach, you know, you had him stopped. You have the ball, game pretty much over.
Yep.
Now the Orioles have some life.
And that's almost exactly, it wasn't roughing the passer, but it was an unnecessary roughness call that gave Jefferson new life late in the game last week against Benilde. And it is a thing that will drive coaches crazy, as you say.
Personal foul is the 1st down.
It was a penalty.
Yep. Yeah, that's 1st down. So.
Yeah, it is a 15-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down.
So 1st down for St. Louis Park. It's at the 39-yard line, and another chance for the Orioles here.
New life. Got to take advantage of this.
You do. And they give it to Helfman. And again, a lot of people probably say, well, why are they running when they're
Uh-huh.
down? But, you know, I think you got the defense, you know, keying on the quarterback and got to take a chance and see if you can spring Helfman
Yeah.
on a run play like that. I think that was a good call.
I think I totally agree. I was going to say the exact same thing. Great call on that play, especially when you got a runner like Helfman, who you know can chunk up some yards for you.
Calhoun rolls to the far side.
84 pursuing.
And,
And
he's
he's gotta
going to
throw it
throw
away.
it away.
The Saints have really done well in their coverage on this drive. Calhoun has not been able to find anybody downfield.
Did he throw it over the line of scrimmage? He did not.
No, he didn't. He threw it.
But there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's going
Yeah.
to be intentional grounding.
Even though he's out of the pocket, he didn't.
It's a down.
That is a loss.
Yeah, that's a play that you got to really teach your quarterbacks that when you're going to throw it away, just, you know, chuck it down the field
Yep.
a little bit and out of bounds where
Yeah.
From the spot.
Yeah, he kind of almost just threw it like a yard just out of frustration, and it cost him.
And a loss of down.
well, third down and a long ways to go.
Yeah,
Here.
and again, just really good coverage on the part of the Saints secondary, just not leaving anybody for Calhoun to throw to.
Third down, 23.
This is a big play here.
And he's going to lob it down the field.
Ooh.
Oh, almost caught.
Oh, and there's some flags
There
flying.
you go.
There are flags.
I wondered if they
That
might
was the
call
Helfman.
something on that, the way he was hit, defenseless receiver potentially. They definitely didn't hit him before the ball got to him. But both refs immediately threw their flags.
Well, if it is, and again on a third and 23, this could give the Orioles a first down.
Yep.
Personal
3:06 to play in the game.
illegal helmet contact. Targeting call.
Targeting call. So, yeah, that's it. You can't do that, and that's huge.
This may not be a first down.
15-yard penalty.
Yeah, but it's only a 15-yard penalty, and they had 19 to go, but it certainly makes things a lot more manageable.
Falls at the 41. Third and 8.
Yeah, if it had been pass interference, that would have been a different story. You know, it would have been a first
So is
down.
it third
but
or fourth inning? Third. I
it's
guess.
third down now, so they.
Third and 8.
Factor pass thrown over the middle. And that's going to be a first down
Yep.
for the Orioles.
Mason Helfman.
Mason
Great
Helfman.
job. Calhoun was under pressure, had to get rid of the ball quickly, dumps it to Mason, and he finds his way to the first down. And I think now as St. Louis Park,
For an Orioles.
you don't want to waste any time, but you can kind of, okay, let's reset. Let's take a breath here. We got through that, and now they just keep finding new life, Bruce.
Throw it in the flat quicker. You got to get that
Yep.
quicker, but you got a running back that can still make something happen.
About 7.
And Helfman gets 7 more.
Yeah, and the clock really becoming a big-time factor right now, down 2 possessions. Still have all their timeouts.
Ball at the 38-yard line. Orioles need 2 scores here. Plenty of time to throw, and now just throws it out of bounds.
And that one, he got back to the line of scrimmage. So the clock will stop with 2:08 to play here, Bruce. It's getting tight. They're going to have to score quick.
2nd and 10 Orioles at the 38.
Yeah, again, the Orioles, you know, they need 2 scores. If they do get down at some point in field goal range, the question is, will they try and kick a field goal and then try an onside kick? I think at this point we're too far away from that happening. So,
Oh, yeah,
4 down territory here to get the first down.
absolutely.
Fake. Quarterback keeper Calhoun. He's going to get the first down.
Oof. And
he gets hit so hard. He's just
gets the first down, so that will stop the clock momentarily, but they got to get set quick.
Look at Calhoun. He's just he's taking a lot of hits in this game.
Yes, he has.
He's a trooper.
Tough kid. He's hurting right now.
Oh, he is. Yep. Calhoun, quick pass complete.
Nice.
McCarron, and he goes out of bounds. Stops the clock as he goes out at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, nice play. Quick pass to McCarron, and he gets out of bounds. I could see almost a sigh of relief on the part of Calhoun for him getting out of bounds, so they can just kind of slow it down a little bit here right now.
Yeah, he's trying to catch his breath a little bit, and also
there's been a lot
holding
going
all
on.
different parts of his body that are in pain.
1:40 to play in the game, down 9.
Again, the Orioles don't want to use their timeouts now if they don't have to, because they'd like to use them on defense. He has a player
He's
open,
got him!
And it's caught. Oh, incomplete.
Oh, did he drop it? I thought he had
Cooper
it.
Schultz had it.
Oh, no. That was their shot.
He was bobbling it out of the end zone.
Oh, well, that's not a catch. That's unfortunate.
He had a step on him.
Well, and it was, right there. He had it. He just couldn't quite rein the ball in.
It was a really good throw.
Yeah.
Well, Calhoun looks like he's favoring his right hand.
I think he's
Did make
favoring a
some good
lot of things. He's played a tough game tonight.
Calhoun, good block, give him time to throw. Now he finds the guy open, but just too far. He had the player, but it was a really tough throw because he was going to his left, had to like throw across his body, and with the defender coming in on him and unable to make that throw happen. Third down.
What play would you call?
I don't know. What do you think? 4 down territory here, Bruce, or they
Yeah.
don't get it? You try to kick it.
You know, I think 4 down
I do too.
territory.
Yeah, that's almost.
It'd be about a 40-yard.
I was going to say
field
it's
goal.
almost a 40-yard field goal. That's difficult.
Rolling to the far side. He's going to take it himself. Cuts to the inside.
Oh my!
Still on his feet.
Oh my!
And he's going to go into the end zone. Are there any flags? If not,
Wow.
the Orioles have a touchdown on an amazing run by Andrew Calhoun. Where does he come up with that energy? He has been hurting, and what a game by Calhoun, though. He's hung in there and played really well. We have an injured player for the Orioles. Someone who may have made the block.
Well, I think that was number 56 on the Orioles. Finn Shepard, I think, just kind of got leveled on the block that he made. But what a run by Calhoun. Finds his way all over the field from one end to the other and meanders his way into the end zone. Gets some good blocking, no flags. We figure out who's down.
He's still down. I don't see a number just yet. There's 7.
It might be Mason.
They'll know next door, Paul. You just go ask them.
To go.
So that's Oleski.
Senior. And he looks like he's in real pain.
This is where Coach Arsenio Richardson is saying, please, nothing. Nothing long-term basketball season's coming up, and
Yeah.
hopefully for Ryan, just he's senior. You hate
Yeah,
to
you don't
see
want
him
your-
go down this way.
Yep.
Again, Orioles' last game of the season here, starting off with 2 wins and then 5 losses in a row. But making it exciting here at the end of this game.
So Lesky's up,
This is
Which
good
is
to
good.
see.
and he's putting some weight on that right leg.
Yeah, that's really a good sign.
Yep. But moving very gingerly.
And he'll get some help coming off to the sidelines.
And that's just too bad. You know, Ryan Oleski's one of those guys who's just been solid player for the Orioles his whole high school career, and
He really has, and you can see his right leg is just.
yeah, I think it might be his knee.
Well, the Orioles are going to go for 1 here.
That's really all they need.
Right.
That's why I don't want the specials. They're too predictable.
All right.
Where his kick is good. Orioles within a field goal of winning this football game, and an onside kick away. So
That's an exciting game. I mean, no matter how this thing
it really
turns
is.
out,
It
both
really
teams
is.
have
And
just
kudos to
really
the
showed up.
St. Louis Park Orioles. Again, you know, you can see what happens when you have penalties.
Yep.
And it gave the Orioles sort of the extra chances here. And
Yeah, that was like one of those. You know, they had like 9 lives on that drive. They
Well-
just
well,
looked
they-
like they were, you know, dead.
they
left for
did,
dead
and they
so
were.
many
There were
times.
penalties where they're really out of range. I mean, it was
Yep.
like, you know, 3rd down, 24 yards to go. You got, you know, or 4th down and 20 some yards to go. You've got them really where you want them, and all you have to do is just like not do anything foolish, and those are things that you learn as players. But again, still, the Orioles need a miraculous comeback here. They need
Yes.
to get the ball back and be able to get in field goal position and kick the field goal. They do have 3 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock 3 times in a row. So to force St. Francis to get a first down.
Yeah, assuming they go
So
for the onside kick here and don't
yeah,
get it.
if you didn't go for the onside kick here, you'd have to be able to stop St. Francis on 3 times with your timeouts,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'd have to punt and you get field position. But they are
Nope.
onside kick, and that's not going to go far enough.
Nope. And that's gonna be a flag. He just didn't quite get the angle right on it, and it just only went maybe 2 yards.
Almost started going backwards.
Yeah. I don't know what happens if it goes backwards. I don't know if there's some kind of weird.
So the defense still, the one opportunity they have is 3 quick stops here and get the ball back.
And presumably, if they do get the ball back, they'll be getting it back deep because of the field position that the Saints have.
Ball at the 38, 1st and 10 Saints.
Again, if your defense was playing really strong in the second half, you
Mhm.
may have elected to kick the football. But putting the ball in the hands of a really good offense like this, and this is Cruz,
Oof.
and he's going to get the outside. If he's smart, to stay in bounds, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not smart, but he
Yeah,
didn't
he
stay in
should have
bounds.
ran out of. It should have gone down there.
So it stops the clock, and again, with the Orioles having 3 timeouts, potentially they could still have an opportunity if they stop them 3 times in a row.
Minute 3 to go.
On the
And again, a touchdown would put this one away.
yeah, and even a field goal would make it all the more difficult for the Orioles, even if they did get the ball back.
And off to Cruz. And Orioles will take a timeout.
Yep. 58 seconds to play.
Timeout.
So Orioles take their first timeout.
58 seconds to play. It's going to be 2nd and 8. A first down would pretty much put this away.
Again, we mentioned Mason Helfman with a great career here. Defensively, came into the game with on defense with 77 tackles, 7 for loss, 2 forced fumbles, 2 recoveries, 1 interception. And that's a guy playing defense after he's played offense.
Yep.
So
And
you
not
figure
just
if he
played
was
offense,
just focused on defense, how much more energy and how much more he could do.
He's the primary ball carrier on offense, so he's coming into the defensive end of the ball pretty gassed often.
Give it to Cruz.
Uh-oh.
And Cruz can take it all the way to the end zone.
Gonna
And
do it.
Touchdown, Oscar Cruz for the Saints.
well, the Orioles will get the ball back with 51 seconds to go, but
18-yard touchdown run.
Well, I guess
again, it's not
they
right.
They got to
They have to
convert.
get the extra point.
They do have to convert, and that's been a struggle for them in this game.
Orioles still have a
Just
couple timeouts left, so
But just an extra point is all they need. They don't need the 2-point conversion.
Berman will attempt the PAT.
again, Berman has missed one.
Hunter Dolabaya is the long snapper.
Good snap.
Good snap, yep. Kick is up and good.
And that'll do it.
It is good.
Unless you get a kickoff return and then an
It's
onside
true,
kick.
I shouldn't
Well,
say
it's not
it.
over yet. It's never
No, it
over till
isn't.
it's
You're
over.
right. They got 3 timeouts.
Two left.
Oh, 2. Yeah, that's right. 2. They took one on that possession.
Still 2.
Yep. So you got 2 timeouts. You got clock stoppages on first downs. We either can run it back or somehow score really quickly. Yeah, anything can happen. So here we go, 51.6 seconds left in the game. Last game of the regular season, down 9. It looked like the Orioles were dead minutes ago, and they, through some mistakes on the part of the Saints and some penalties, they've managed to stay in this, Bruce, and create quite an exciting finish for us.
And a great job for the Saints not to let the Orioles back, to still keep that cushion that they have right now, that 9-point cushion, how quick they answered. A lot of their runs have come to this side, and
yeah,
we're going to go down at the 20.
Dominic Mark brings it out to about the 20.
So Barth unable to get the big return in this game, and the Orioles have it at the 20-yard line. They need about 6 personal fouls here, Paul.
That would do it. So we'll see what they come out with, whether they take a shot deep or try to run something
To the sidelines,
on the
maybe?
sidelines. Yeah.
Pressure.
Oh. And that's a
That-
play where you're almost better off
Yeah.
incomplete.
I was just going to say, that's a good thing that just falls down
Yeah.
incomplete.
So ticks down the clock to 42.7 seconds. And they're going to need more than the attempt they had there if they want to find some magic.
Right, 29-20 our score, 42 seconds remaining. Andrew Calhoun, he's had a great game. Trying to make something big happen here. Throws over the middle, and that's dropped. Ted McCarron with the drop, and he's had a couple of those in this game. Not something we've seen a lot from McCarron.
Mm-hmm.
Safe to say it is 4-down territory, Paul.
Yes, indeed.
Be nice if they just get the touchdown on 3rd down and don't have to worry about 4 downs.
Right. 36.8 seconds left to play in the game now.
Back to
And
pass
he's in
pressure.
trouble.
Gonna rolls to the near side and steps out of bounds.
Well,
And the Orioles are down to 1 play possibly here.
this is it. Got to at least convert here with 29.8 seconds left to play.
So the Orioles need to get to the 31-yard line to keep this game going. They do have 2 timeouts left. I guarantee that the head coach, Tracy Torson, has told his team to no more penalties.
Yes.
Quick pass, and
Oh.
that was dropped again.
And that'll be it. That'll do it.
Complete pass, turnover on downs.
So yeah, the pass off of McCarron's hands, and that should do it.
Yep.
On senior night here at St. Louis Park, in their last game of the season, and for the Orioles, they have they'll find out their fate tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that will either be a game on Tuesday or Saturday, and there is a chance that one of the games will be at home. Here, so.
Well, and I'm sure these players would love another shot at a home game. But here we go, 25 seconds left.
Yeah,
Saints
this is
in victory
victory
formation here.
Formation for the Saints. Congratulations to Coach Tracy.
Yeah, and that'll be it.
St. Francis
Oh,
Fighting
wait.
Saints.
No, I think they called the timeout.
Well, the only if they would call a timeout, it'd be just to get players in the game that have not.
Oh. Well, maybe that's what. Not seeing a lot of people coming in. Yeah, Austin Para and Nash Murphy, both seniors. I think he wanted to get them in the game.
Okay.
So that makes sense. Nice way to finish out your career on the field,
Right.
you know.
Coach Foster, very classy coach, and
Yep. He's aware of those things and how they matter. And really nice game by the Saints, Bruce.
Tonight's game is the regular
Couple
season
mistakes, but they overcame them.
section tournament. The Orioles find out tomorrow who and when they will play.
yeah. So again, we want to wish all the seniors the best of luck on their future endeavors and their careers. And it's been fun. Always a tough time when you watch these players play for so many years. You remember back when we were in high school and our last time like stepping on a field. But again, these guys will have the section games. Hopefully they'll have one at home where they'll get to play one more time. And again, if they're the home team, they may have a good shot to win that game and go out as victors on their home field. So
Yeah, and I hope Ryan Oleski's okay and is able to play in that game so he can have another shot at it too.
Agreed.
He went out real late with looked like a pretty tricky leg injury, but we'll see.
And it's a team. This is a team that overcame some injuries and even though they've gone out with 6 straight losses, they really fought hard at the end, and a lot of their games were still close. They were
Yep.
within a touchdown here and there, so credit to Coach Foster. Not the record he probably wanted to
Right.
have on his season, but the team fought hard, and we saw some great plays. So.
Well, the lights are coming on, Bruce. I think they're trying to get us out of here.
Does that turn on the lights? The party's over?
Yeah. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Right. All right. Well, anyways, we want to thank everyone for joining us. If this is our last game, we appreciate you joining us this year and another year, Paul. And we look forward to covering basketball here coming up soon, too. So on behalf of Paul Bodwin, I'm Bruce Oberyn. Final score here from St. Louis Park. St. Francis 29, the St. Louis Park Orioles 20. Good night.